This is the NBC University Theater, bringing you a full-hour dramatization of Sir Walter Scott's rousing novel, The Heart of Midlothian, starring Maureen O'Sullivan as Jeannie Deans. Tolbooth Prison, ironically known as the Heart of Midlothian, was torn down in the year 1815. But it lives on darkly in the pages of the Walter Scott novel. It will live a long time, for the book named after it has become one of the classics of English literature, strong in story and rich in the flavor of Scotland. It has been adjudged the best of Scott's Waverley novels, noted for having fewer characters and incidents than most of his pleasantly winding romances. It has been rarely adapted for radio, but this time we think excitingly, and for one of Hollywood's most engaging actresses, Miss Maureen O'Sullivan. Here, then, is The Heart of Midlothian by Sir Walter Scott.
City of Edinburgh, the capital of lowland Scotland, the twisted lanes and cobbled pathways run straight through town till they merge in the open cobbled court of Grassmarket Square. Here stand the grim stone walls of the Edinburgh Tolbooth, the prison called by the folk of the lowlands the Heart of Midlothian. And a sad heart it was, for on the gibbet facing the Grassmarket many a brave lad danced out his life on air. And in the deep dungeons of the Tolbooth, many a poor lad and lass waited for the day when they'd face the gay crowd come to see the braw fine sight of a human soul sent straight to the devil from the gallows tree.
I lay me down in the Tolbooth cell. I cannot close me. Gang this night through Edinburgh to the foot of the gallows tree.
So sang Effie Deans, a lass of not 18 year, her fair hair loose about her face. For it is the way of Scotland that the unmarried girl may wear no hat upon her head, but tie her hair back in the snood or under her tartan. But the girl who is led forth to shame on the scolding stool in the holy kirk, she may wear neither cap nor stood. And so, in her dark cell in Edinburgh prison, Effie Dean's fair hair hung tantled and twisted about her white face. But shame and death was not always in Effie's heart, for she came of good folk. David Deans was her father, him that fought in the old times for the glory of the Scots Presbyterian Kirk. Nay, there was not always sadness for Effie Deans in days long syne.
Effie, bravo, bravo, you dance like the imps of hell themselves.
Oh, hush now, Geordie. I'll not have you saying that. 'Tis wicked. You cannot speak that way.
I speak my own way, Effie. I'm not one of your dour Scots fanatics.
We'll not talk that way, Geordie. 'Tis my favour you speak of, and he's a God-fearing man. And he'd fash himself right wicked were he to know I was dancing promiscuous.
Dancing promiscuous?
Aye, lads and lassies all together. It's sinful.
Yet you come a-dancing with me.
Well, I canna say ye nay. But I'm a gang my way the new.
So soon, Effie, the pipers are but warm.
Aye, if my father knew I wished to the skirling of the pipes at all, he'd haul me summon to Kirk for the shame of it. Nay, Geordie, I'm a gang hame. But there be my sister, Jeannie, and her young man who's for a minister. And heaven forfend they were to know I was a dancing.
Hush, Effie.
Oh, Jeannie, why are you out in the yard so quiet?
Feather's out in the byre and he'll hear you. Where have you been so late?
It's not so late, lass.
'Tis 8 on every clock of the town, and the sun's gone down ahint the Costorphine hills. Come on in the house. Now, where have you been?
Down by the burn.
And who was it that parted with ye on the road?
Nobody.
Naebody. I wish it may be a right body that keeps folks out so late in.
If you ask me nae questions, I'll tell you nae lies.
Effie.
I never ask ye for what Reuben Butler comes about the yard ilka day. He's nae come for talking with Feather.
You canna vex me, Effie, speaking on Reuben. He and I are to be wed, but you dinna vex our Feather.
I'll nae vex Feather. Not even to dance again. With a man I danced 4 times wi' on the green down by at Maggie McQueen's.
Dance? You were no dancing.
Hush, 'tis Feather.
Aye.
Dance? Did I hear you say dance?
I said that, Feather.
'Tis a dissolute and profane pastime.
Oh, but Feather,
It couldna be a daughter of David Dean's for dancing.
Feather, I didna say that.
If I hear you so much as name dancing, and as sure as my own father's spirit is with it just, you'll be no further concern of mine.
Aye, Feather.
Feather.
Well, then, gang into supper, lasses, and we'll seek grace to preserve us from profane folly. Where's Jeanie? Is the porridge nae brewed?
You're beautiful, Effie. Very beautiful.
Oh, nay, Geordie. You nae hae the right to say it.
Not the right? Lass, you speak foolishly. Why not?
I don't even know your last name, or where you be from, or aught about ye.
And what for that?
Oh, it's wicked. It's nae the thing for a proper kirk-going lass.
Are you happy, Effie? Do you want to leave me?
Oh, nay. My heart would split a twain for grieving over ye. But tell me who ye are, Geordie. Tell me. I love ye so.
And I love you, my Scots belle of the heather. Here, Effie.
Oh, nay, Geordie, nay.
Effie, hark! They've started up the pipes. Come on.
Oh, I can't gang down there. I swore. I promise.
Come along, Effie. They'll be laughing and dancing the night through. Come along now.
Nay, Geordie, I promise me.
Come on, Effie. 'Tis time for dancing. The devil take the morrow. Come on.
Effie, wake up, lass.
Nay. Come on. Oh, Jeanie?
Get up, lass. Feather will be wanting you, sir.
Oh, he's nae found out.
Found out what? Nay, it's Mrs. Sadlery from Edinburgh. She's come down to take you off for a serving, lassie, her leather shop.
Oh, in Edinburgh?
Aye, she's Feather's cousin and she's got a claim. It's a broad time you'll have, Effie, the tune. No more milking and churning. And the shop is hard by the Tollbrook services for services.
Oh, nay, I can't gang to Edinburgh. Not now. I promised.
Promised who? There'll be no arguing with Feather. You come and man gang with Mrs. Saddletree and that's an end to it.
Effie Deans?
Aye, Mrs. Saddletree.
Come here, lass. Effie, sit down.
Aye.
Now, Effie, you ken I be your father's cousin.
Aye, Mrs. Saddletree.
So you ken you're more than a serving lass to me. Now, Effie, you've not been weel. You're pale and waxed white like the corpse at the kirkyard. Are you sick, lassie?
Nay, Mrs. Saddletree.
Effie, you've been like me ain daughter. Is the work too hard for you? Is there any else that's greeting you?
Nay, Mrs. Saddletree. I'll be all right. I'm an uncle strong lass. I'll be all right.
Well, if you say it, Effie. But mind, lass, if there's air trouble, if you canna live no more with your own heart, come to Mrs. Saddletree, Effie. Remember that, lassie.
found it.
Oh, Jeanie.
Where have you been? Father's been fair frantic with worry. It's 2 weeks since you left Edinburgh.
Oh, let me sit down, Jeanie.
God's mercy. You're ill, Effie.
Nay, I'm tired. Muckle tired.
There must be something wrong with you, lass. What is it now?
Oh, let me alone, Jeanie. I cannot tell you anything.
But what happened to you? Where have you been since you left Edinburgh?
I cannot say. Oh, Jeanie, sister, let me alone. For sweet God's love, let me alone.
In the name of the Town Council of Edinburgh, I arrest ye, Effie Deans, for the crime of child murder.
No!
According to the law of the Crown, in as ye ha concealed your pregnancy contrary to the nature of women, and as the bairn born in your body cannot be discovered, you must then be presumed guilty of child murder, and must stand trial for your life.
No, I ain't kill it, my bairn. My precious ain't bairn. It was took from me. I ain't kill it, you cannot think so.
In the name of the Edinburgh Council, I mun take you now to Talbooth Prison, Effie Deans. There to be confined till trial, judge ye innocent or guilty.
Jeanie, she's gone. The bailie's taken her.
Aye, Father. To the heart of Lothian, to the Talbooth prison for child murder. But she's not guilty. You cannot think her so.
Where is the vile creature that has disgraced the blood of an honest man?
Oh, nay, Father.
Oh, how will the wicked exult in the high places of their wickedness?
Father, here is Reuben Butler to comfort ye, and he a minister of the kirk.
Aye, neighbour, it's a sore trial, doubtless. But think of the Rock of Ages. Think of the promise.
I do. But to be the father of a castaway, a murderess.
If there's aught you need, silver...
Butler, if my savings could have saved her frae this black snare, I would have walked out with nothing but my bonnet and my staff. But nae silver, nae gold could save her shame, her rope and guilt. No. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, is the law of life and God.
Stand! Hold on there!
Do you call me?
Come over here, by the rock.
What do you want, sir?
You're a minister of God?
In the name of Christ, my master, I am.
Would you do your master a service? Here. You see over yonder crag, that chimney?
Aye.
Go there and ask for Jeanie Deans.
Jeanie Deans?
Tell her she must meet me at the Hunter's Bog tonight, as the moon rises.
And who are you to charge me with such an errand?
The devil.
What?
Oh, no. Don't draw away, Master Minister. I'm bad enough, but I'm here to save a life, not to take one. Go your way and do my errand.
But who are you? I can't see your face.
Go on, Pastor. Go on, tell Jeanie Deans that when the moon rises, I shall expect to meet her.
Reuben, what is the news? Is she to die? Is Effie well?
They wouldn't have let me in the toll booth to see her, but how are you, Jeanie?
Oh, sair sad for Effie and my own self. I wish to tell you, Reuben, that all maun be ended between ye and me.
Ended?
Aye, Reuben, for the shame.
But Effie's misfortune cannot break our plighted word.
Reuben, can you think more of me than of your own self? But would not Effie's guilt stick to us and to our bairns as long as our heads are above the ground?
But, Jeanie...
Reuben, you're a man of God's ministry, and a man of the kirk. Can I have a wife with a blot of shame like unto ours?
If you're determined, Jeanie, but I'll not hold you to it. On the way from Edinburgh, I was charged with a message for you, Jeanie.
For me?
Aye, from a stranger, a man.
What did he say?
That you were to meet him at Hunter's Bog tonight as the moon rises. He said it was to save a life.
Oh, then I'm on gang.
But who is this man? You dinna ken him.
I didn't ken the man, but I'm on gang anyway. There's life and death on it.
Let me go with you.
No, I dare not. He might not meet me then. Nay, Reuben, I'm maun gang my own self alone.
Jeannie Deans. Silence, lass. You are the sister of the ill-fated Effie Deans.
I am. And if you ever hope God will hear you at your need, tell me what can be done to save her.
God hear me at my need. Little fear of that. I'm predestined to evil here, and hereafter.
Oh, do not speak in such a desperate manner. The gospel is sent to the chief of sinners.
It's well directed then to me.
Are you the cause of my sister's ruin?
Aye, curse me for it if you will.
Better pray God to forgive ye.
Oh, no mind to prayers now. Only promise to do what I say, to save your sister's life. Swear to it.
Surely I will do all that is lawful to a Christian to save her.
I'll have no reservation, lawful or unlawful, Christian or heathen, swear.
I'll think on what you say and let you kenny the morrow.
Tomorrow? Ha! And where will I be then, with a price on my head enough to turn an archbishop to Judas?
Who are you? I'd na ken your face.
No, you wouldn't. I'm George Robertson, and they ken my face well enow in Edinburgh Toon.
Robertson? He that robbed the customs house and led the mob against the Tolbooth prison itself?
Aye, Black Geordie himself. Here enough. Take this pistol, lass, and blow at my head if you must. But save your sister.
But Effie's nae guilty.
As innocent as yourself.
But where's her bairn that was born?
Murdered. But not with her knowledge or consent.
Oh, God save us.
'Twas the midwife. An old hag that belongs astride a broom of Sabbath nights. She killed the child. A boy. My son.
Can she be found and given to punishment?
An old cheat gallows like her, nay, she'll not be found within the year. But listen, Jeannie. By the law, Effie is guilty because she kept her condition secret. 'Tis only the concealment of the birth.
'Tis a sad, cruel law.
But surely Effie told you her secret.
Nay, she never spoke on it to me.
Don't you understand? All you must do is say she told you, whether she did or no.
But that would be a falsehood.
Will you let your sister die on the gallows rather than open your mouth to save her?
But God hath given us a law, thou shalt not bear false witness. I cannot do evil, e'en though good may come of it.
Oh, listen, girl, there's no time for fanatic religion. Can you not realize she'll be hanged, strangled for a crime she didn't commit? Can you stand by and...
Oh.
There's the signal. I can stay no longer. Go home, Jeannie, and remember, your sister's fate lies within your own hands.
Good evening to you, David Deans.
Father, it's the Bailey of Edinburgh come.
I see him.
You'll not ask me in.
My door is open to any man.
You'll understand, Mr. Deans, the duty of a magistrate is sometimes unpleasant.
It may be so. I had nothing to say anent it.
You have two daughters, I think, Mr. Deans.
Only
One daughter here at home. And the girl who is a prisoner, your youngest daughter.
When she became a child of Belial, she ceased to be a bairn of mine.
You'd not cast her off because of misfortune, surely.
I wouldn't have given one of my grey hairs for her life if her good name be gone. Nay. I'll ne'er see her more. I'll ne'er see her more.
Here now, Mr. Deans, I've issued a subpoena directing your daughter Jeannie to appear on the day of the trial. If she gives evidence, there is reason to hope she may save her sister's life. Good day to you now, sir. Good day to you, Miss Jeannie.
Godspeed, Bailey.
You heard him, Jeannie.
Aye, Father.
If you have freedom to gang before that court and hold up your hand for the castaway, you won't gang. But if not, if you would sin, God forbid that you should go into defection of the bidding of mine. I want to fret the conscience of one bairn. No, not to save the life of the other.
Aye, Father.
And yet, you maun be firm in the right. Sin not, lest you be damned. Yet, Jeannie Byrne, she is your own sister. Worthless and castaway as she is, She is your own sister.
Well, no, what have we heard, lass?
I'm Jeanie Deans, and I have the governor's warrant to visit my sister Effie.
Ach, I ken that full well. And I have a special charge to say either shall we at the time you're together. Come along, lass.
Must that be say?
Aye, lassie. But dinna be afeard. There's not aught can be said that old Jim Ratcliffe had a hair afore. Here you are, lassie.
Oh, Jeanie. Jeanie.
Effie.
Oh, it's so long since I have seen you.
Oh, you're ill, Effie. Very ill.
Oh, what would I give to be 10 times worse? Oh, that I were laying dead at me mither's side in New Battle Kirkyard.
Ach, aye, lassie, dinna be so downhearted. A bonny lass finds easy favour with a judge and jury.
Oh, Effie, if you had but spoken a word, if I were but free to swear that you said but ane word of your bairn, they couldn't hang you.
Who told you that, Jeanie?
I cannot say, but it were ane that ken well what he were saying. I cannot say more.
You needn't say more, lassie. I ken well enough it was Jolly Robertson that feathered the bairn.
Was it he that told you, Jeanie? Oh, poor lad. And him in sick danger with a price on his head.
Oh, you have suffered this for him, and you can still pity him.
I love him, Jeanie. I love him. And my bairn. Oh, my God, you ken where they have put my bairn.
Effie.
Tell what has ta'en it away, or what they had done with it.
Calm, Effie, calm. Nae man ken for your bairn.
But what did he say? What did Georgie tell you?
He wanted me to say something to yon court.
Something that would save me life? Oh, Jeanie.
He wanted a lie. He wanted me to bear false witness.
And you told him you'd save me life? You said you'd save me, did you not, Jeanie?
I told him I didn't swear to an untruth.
What? Oh, nay, Jeanie. You didn't think I murdered me ain bairn.
But he said I was to lie, that you told me
but
that...
you'll swear it, you'll save me life. 'Tis no great muckle sin, Jeanie, your ain sister.
Can I swear to an untruth?
Jeanie! Oh, I'll speak nae mair. You may save your breath to cool your porridge.
Mona Lave, I'd swear to all of Aesop's fables for her life. And she nae me ain sister, neither. I'd swear worse for a wee keg of brandy.
Oh, nay. Speak nae mair on it.
Effie, are we to part so? Effie, look up and say what you'd have me do. And if my soul is to be damned to hell for I'll do it.
Nay, Jeanie. I was nae half so good as ye. I wouldna flee frae Talbot prison with the door open in my face. Let life gang, when good fame is gained before it.
Oh, Effie.
Time be up, lasses.
Effie.
Come along,
I cannot do it. I cannot do it.
Nae sense to grieving. Come along, Jeanie Deans.
Effie Deans, declare yourself to this court. Are you guilty or not guilty?
Oh, not guilty of my poor bairn's death.
Counsel for the Crown will state his case.
My lord, the defendant has admitted she communicated her pregnancy to no one, and having borne a male child which is not in evidence, it is assumed she meditated or caused the death of the child.
No, I ain't they killing me ain bairn.
Jeanie Deans, you swear the truth to tell and no truth to conceal in the name of God as at the great day of judgment.
I do.
You are older than your sister, are you not, Jeanie Deans?
Aye, sir.
Did you not remark upon your sister's health when she returned to your home from Edinburgh?
I did, sir.
Pray then, young woman, did you not ask your sister any question when you observed her looking ill?
Just a moment, counsel. Do you understand, Jeanie Deans, that the law will condemn your sister to the gallows if it is proved she kept her pregnancy completely secret?
I do, your lordship.
Proceed, counsel.
And now then, Jeanie, did you ask your sister about her health? Speak out.
I asked her what ailed her.
Very well. Take your time now, Jeanie lass. And what was the answer she made? Take courage, young woman. What did your sister tell you?
Nothing.
Nothing? Oh, true, you mean nothing at first, but when you asked her again, did she not tell you what ailed her?
Nay, alack. She never breathed a word to me about it.
Effie Deans, your life is forfeit under the law. I sentence you to be taken to the Tolbooth prison at Edinburgh, and there at due time to be conveyed to the common place of execution, and there to be hanged by the neck upon a gibbet.
No, you can't kill me for my bairn. Me ain't sweet bairn.
Jailer, remove the prisoner.
Jenny! Oh, Jenny, save me!
Help me, I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
From Hollywood, the NBC University Theater is bringing you Maureen O'Sullivan in a radio version of Sir Walter Scott's The Heart of Midlothian. And now our intermission commentator, Miss Amy Loveman, member of the editorial board of the Saturday Review of Literature and of the Book of the Month Club. Speaking from New York, here is Amy Loveman.
If, as is so often said, the world has moved away from Sir Walter Scott, then so much the worse for the world. For the old necromancy is still there despite the fact that the universality of travel and the ubiquity of the motion picture have rendered superfluous the long descriptions of scenery and place which so delighted the public of Scott's own age. He set the fashion for the historical novel, and the historical novel has never surpassed the excellence he achieved. To take the measure of his power, one need but project the best of the historical fiction of our time against his works, to discover how synthetic are the latter in comparison with the lively reality Scott attained. Stripped of Scott's genius, what is The Heart of Midlothian but melodrama of the rankest sort? The tale of a beautiful young peasant girl on trial for her life on the charge of having murdered her illegitimate child, of her sister who goes on foot to London to seek out the Queen, and through the favour of one of Scotland's great nobles, whom her simplicity charms, wins an audience and a reprieve, of her lover, a bandit, a smuggler, leader of a famous Edinburgh riot, who turns out to be an aristocrat and a millionaire. It is fustian of the first class, but the genius of Scott has transmuted it into a struggle between good and evil, between conscience and lust, into a picture of the Scottish land and the Scottish past, of a sturdy, covenanting folk with their passions and repressions and religious fervour, and of a sisterly love that is steadfast and high. This is not the Scott of the pageant romances, but it is nevertheless the Scot who had roamed his native land from childhood on, who knew its people and their past, was steeped in their legends and myths, and could penetrate into their attitudes of mind. There was in Scott an understanding of the simple people which matched his knowledge of their speech and customs. There was in him the supreme imagination which could instill into the creations of fiction the breath of life. There was in him, too, on occasions, the sort of Shakespearean humour which made his lowly folk, with their mingled wisdom and shrewdness, the relief for his tales. Of all the novels, The Heart of Midlothian is by many critics accounted the best. In it, Scott reached in his portrayal of Jeanie Deans and her father a degree of psychological insight he did not always attain, together with the vigor, the picturesqueness of incident, and the inventiveness of fancy, which were always his.
Thank you, Miss Lutman. Our radio version of The Heart of Midlothian, starring Maureen O'Sullivan, will continue from Hollywood after a brief pause for station identification.
The grey stones of Tolbooth rise above the crooked streets of Edinburgh town, and in the public square before the prison, the tall black gallows stands empty, waiting.
Oh, little guinea favour thing, the day he held of me, that forgive.
There, nothing, lass. Name her grieving, lass. There's your sister come for to see.
I cannot see nobody, and least of all her.
Effie.
Oh, why are ye come to grieve over me when ye have killed me?
Oh, no, Effie.
Kill me when I am innocent.
Effie.
Neither would have given body and soul to save ye from being hurt.
You shall not die. I'll not let you, Effie.
Oh, get him to our father, and think no more on me.
Oh.
Lassie, I flattered the hangman 3 times and here I stand for that. Bide your time, lass, bide your time. It's not yet the hour.
How did you escape?
One way or another. But no mind of that. I'm keeping the keys, they know. Not telling how to escape. Of course, for folks with siller, there's always the King's mercy.
The King's mercy?
Aye, lass, a pardon frae His Majesty.
Effie, you shall be free. You'll come out again to the face of the sun. I'm on gang to London to beg your pardon from the King and the Queen.
But, Jeanie, the King and Queen live 1,000 mile away. I'll be gane afore ye went there.
Oh, you mistake. It's nae so far.
Oh, no, leave. Ye away to London. Well, there's a brave lass for ye. But you may nae gae to the King with our friend, lass.
But I ken nae man ye London.
Listen to me, lass. Ye gang to His Grace, the Duke of Argyll. MacCullochmore. Aye, he's a right Scotsman.
Would that be the Duke of Argyll that suffered with me father's men the time of the religious persecution?
Aye, his son or his grandson. But list ye, lass. You'll meet rough customers on the road afore you get to London. Highwaymen and stranglers and belike worse.
Oh, Jeanie, you'll nae win through them.
Lassie, by the way. Them cutthroats will nae touch a friend of Jim Ratcliffe's. They'll no harm a lass what carries a letter from me. I'll write you one, the new lass, and then awa you to London, and stick to Argyll, lass. If any man can do the job, it'll be him. Jeanie! Wait!
What would you, Reuben?
Where are you going, lass, with your tartan and that bundle?
I'm going to London to ask Effie's life for the King and Queen.
You, but...
Well, why not, Reuben? Their hearts be made of flesh and blood like other folks.
But, Jeanie, the King these days doesn't sit in the gate to administer justice as in patriarchal times. He does everything through his minister.
I ken that well enough.
Oh, it's a wild dream,
I can do it, Reuben. With your help.
Mine?
Aye.
But I'm only a minister without even a parish.
Aye. But han I heard of your grandfather that did some good, lang syne, to the forebearer, the Duke of Argyll?
Aye, you're right. He did. There's an old paper in the family Bible signed by the Duke's grandfather himself.
If you'll but lend me that paper, Reuben.
Of course, Jeanie. But you can't go to London alone. You'll never get there. You've no money for horses or coach fare, and I have none to give you.
Nay, but I hae me ain 12 feet. That's good enough for the trip.
To London on foot?
I'll save Effie's life. Oh, 'tis the last chance.
Jeanie, let me go with you. Give me a husband's right to protect you, and I'll go with you.
Nay, Reuben. E'en the King's pardon wouldn't make me a bride fitting for an honest man in the kirk and in the minster. You ken it's a disgrace that spreads to kith and kin.
But, Jeanie...
You're good and kind, Reuben. But let me gang along now. I'll go buy your cot for the letter to Argyle. Then I maun be off. It's a sair long way to London. Hi there, gateman.
Hey, lads, what would you be wanting?
Am I right for the London road?
London? Hey, straight on, lads, till you get to the English border, but mind you, watch up there. They're nae friendly to the Scotch across yon line. Bloody Sassenachs.
Well now, gel, where'rt thou from this night?
Scotland, an it please ye. I'm on gang to London.
Oh, thou'st come a fearful way, then. Now thou'rt to rest, or thy poor tired feet will give out.
But I hae nae silver for an inn.
I'll not take silver from a poor gel like you. Go on into the house and welcome.
Hast thee got thy money in a safe place, lass?
I hae nae but £1 Scots.
All the same, they'd best lay it by deep in a bundle. There'll be those in the wood that'd slip thy throat for the ribbon round thy hair. They'd best beware, lass.
Out there! Stand! Stand and deliver.
But I canna ken ye.
Your money, precious, or your life. Come along now. I'd as soon wet down the highway dust with your blood as not.
But I hae nae silver, not but this. I have walked frae Scotland these 4 days. You canna keep me. It's a life I maun save.
Scotland, eh, lass?
Aye.
Well, you've come on the right man. Old Tyburn Tom's been haunting this road for 3 days past, waiting on you.
You canna have been waiting for me.
You're Jeanie Deans, are you not?
Aye. But I dinna ken.
That's enough. Come along.
Nay, please, sir, dinna take me off the road. I'm bound to London afore.
Come along, lad.
Oh.
Now, come sweet and pleasant when old Tyburn Tom calls you.
Oh, for the love of God, sir, take all I have. But leave me on my own way.
What the devil are you chattering about? Come along now.
Where are you taking me?
No further than this old barn. There! Open now! Open, you old witch! I'm brought to the lass. You bade me watch for.
Is it you, Tyburn Tom?
Who else? Let her sing, you old blind bat.
And you've brought her. You've brought me Jeanie Deans.
That's you old witch.
Let me look at her. Let me look close at her.
Who are you?
You dinna ken old Mother Blood, eh? No more would your sister. But he would. Aye, he'd ken me, Black Geordie Robertson.
The man that... Oh, no.
Aye, the father of your sister's bairn.
Oh.
The outlaw knows me well. Aye, and he knows my daughter. My poor daughter, what's in a cell of bedlam over Geordie Robertson. Oh, down the bell.
But why you took me here? I no understand.
You'll stay here, lassie, till way past the time your sister swings.
Oh.
Then will Black Geordie's sweetheart be cold dead in his bairn.
And you ken what happened to my sister's child?
Aye, I know. I know full well what happened. The bairn lies at the bottom of the river.
Oh, no. No.
And now I have you here with me. My poor daft daughter will be revenged. She lost her wits for love of Geordie. But your sister has to hang for him. Hang by the neck. Do you hear, lass?
Tom. Mr. Tom.
Eh? Shut your gab, lass.
Will you come over here, please?
Well, what'll it be now, you wild Scotch devil?
Will you not let me gang on to London? You heard the old woman. It's my sister's life.
Ah, what's one hanged more or less to me?
Is she asleep?
The old witch?
Aye.
Dead to the world. Now, why don't you be a good lass and do likewise?
Oh, please wait. I have a paper here. A note. Please look at it.
Holding up to the moonlight. What? Where did you get this?
A friend.
It's Jim Ratcliffe's hand. Sure as I land on the gallows. So you're a friend of Dandy Jim's.
He said that... I mean...
Safe conduct if you fell among thieves? Aye. Every gentleman of the road knows Jim Ratcliffe's mark.
Then you'll let me go. Oh, please, for the love of God.
Murder me, but...
For the love of God, please.
Well.
Please.
It'll do no harm to be on the good side of Jim Ratcliffe, either side of the prison gate. All right. Hold up your hands. I'll cut the rope.
Oh, God bless you. You didn't ken what you're doing for me.
Here now, girl, come off that.
Let go of me.
Hey, you can't go in there.
I must speak with His Grace, the Duke of Argyll.
Ha-ha, so you'd speak with His Grace, eh? And who may you be, the Duchess of Ragtag?
You have no right to laugh at me. I'm a countrywoman of His Grace's, and I'll not be mocked.
Now, see here, lass. This here is London, not your wild Scotch country. There can't every beggar with a tartan and brogue get in to see His Grace. Now be off.
Let go, I say. Let me go.
Here, come back. You can't go in. You can't disturb His Grace. Come back now.
What's that, Archibald? Someone to see me?
A country girl from Scotland, Your Grace. She broke past the porter at the gate.
Well, since she's here, she may as well see her. Fetch her in, Archibald.
Yes, Your Grace. Come in, lad.
Yes, sir. Good morrow, sir.
Well, come in, me bonny lass.
Thank you, Your Honour.
Now, did you wish to speak with me, or was it the Duchess?
Will, Your Honour, my lord, your lordship's grace...
No, what is it, lass? Pray sit down. Sit and take your breath. Take your time. I guess by your tartan you've come from Scotland, Did you come through the streets here with your plaid over your head thus?
Aye, sir, and the wee lads hooted at me and some flying stones.
Ah, 'tis shameful. Well, now, your business.
Your Honour, I beg your lordship's pardon. I mean your grace.
Oh, nae heed to me grace, lass. Speak a plain tale to show you have Scots tongue in your head.
Sir, I am the sister of that poor, unfortunate criminal Effie Deans, who was ordered for execution at Edinburgh.
Deans? Do we know the case, Archibald?
The child murder, Your Grace. It was mentioned in Parliament.
Aye. Duncan Forbes spoke of it at dinner as well.
So I have come from the north, sir, to see what can be done for her, either way of getting a pardon for the king.
Ah, lass, poor girl. You've made a long, sad journey to very little purpose.
But there's a law for pardoning her. It wants but the king's name on a paper. Is that not so, sir?
Certainly, but that's purely in the king's breast. Besides, the crime of child murder has become increasing common. The Scotch Crown lawyers think it right. Be an example.
But, sir, the king...
And there's more, poor lass. You have no argument against the court's decision except your sisterly affection. What friends have ye at court?
None, sir. Saving God and your grace.
But I have no way of averting your sister's death. The sentence must be carried out.
But she's not proved murderous. 'Tis but a suspicion. And oh, sir, I could have said the words to save her. But I dared not speak for telling an untruth. And I walked all the way to London to save her.
But I'm no lawyer, girl. Why did you have to come to me?
Because all Scotland kens the Duke of Argyll is his country's friend, and that you fight for the right.
But I can't take every appeal to the king.
I had another reason for troubling, Your Honour. One who takes concern in me wished well to your grace, because his grandsire once did your ain Fairbear good service. Lang syne. What is written here on this papers?
Let me see. To all that may have friendship for the house of Argyll, yes. Benjamin Butler, of my regiment having been under God the means of saving my life, I do conjure my kinsmen, either in Highlands or Lowlands, to aid said Butler or his family
whene'er they shall fall in need. Witness my hand, Lorne, Duke of Argyll.
Your own grandsire.
Aye, that is a strong injunction, and in my grandfather's hand. This was your grandsire, your Benjamin Butler?
Nay, sir, a neighbour. A man who takes concern in me. We were to have wed, but he's a clergyman, and I wouldn't let him marry the like of me with this disgrace on me kindred.
You're a singular lass. Now then, tell me, why do you think your sister innocent?
She's not been proved guilty. I hear the words of the trial to show you.
Young woman, your sister's case does seem a hard one.
Oh, you'll save her, sir. Will you now?
I will speak to some of our Scots gentlemen of the law, and then perhaps in higher places.
Aye, sir. And if I might say to your grace, though it be no civil of me, dinna think there be such a difference atwixt ye and those ye see as between poor Jeanie Deans and his grace the Duke of Argyll. Dinna be cast down with the first rough answer.
Aye, lass, that's broad advice. Now, mark, be here tomorrow morning early, and come dressed the same way you are now, with tartan plaid over your head. And I think then we can get you an audience with a lady of great importance. Go ahead, Jeanie. There she is.
I didn't ken what to say. Tell me something, your grace.
Oh, no, Jeanie. That would be like reading a sermon in kirk. And we Presbyterians think that less winning than the word spoken extempore. Come along now.
Ma'am, I crave a word.
My Lord Duke of Argyll, I hope, my Lord Duke, you have good health?
Most excellent, ma'am.
This is the young Scotswoman of whom I spoke yesterday.
What is the affair, my lord?
It is a poor girl in Edinburgh prison. My humble petition addressed to you is to obtain your powerful intercession with the king for a pardon.
I suppose this young, picturesque woman is some 30th or 40th cousin of yours in the terrible chapter of Scottish genealogy.
No, ma'am, but I wish some of my nearer relatives had half her worth and honesty.
Come, Argyll.
Ma'am, if you would consent to hear my countrywoman, perhaps she might find an advocate in your own heart more able than I.
Speak up, young woman.
Go on, Jeanie, go on.
I walked here from Scotland and...
What, all that way on foot? How far in a day?
25 mile and a bittock.
A what?
About 5 miles more, ma'am.
I thought I was a good walker, but this shames me sadly.
May your ladyship nae say weary a heart that you cannot be sensible to the weariness of limbs.
Well?
My lady, my sister Effie still lives, though her days are numbered. She still lives. And a single word for the mouth of the king man bring her back to her father, who nae forgot to pray that his majesty may be blessed with a long and prosperous reign.
Really, Argyll?
Oh, madam, if you ever kent what it was to sorrow for a sinning and suffering creature, whose mind is sae tossed with guilt and sadness, then you'll save an honest home for dishonour, and a lass who's nae 18 years old, for the gallows and the rope. Oh, my lady, it is not what we had done for our own selves, but what we had done for others that we think of most pleasantly. Ein sweet word of mercy from your lips will live on in your heart for aye.
This is eloquence, my Lord Argyll.
Oh, you'll save my sister, for God's mercy.
I cannot grant a pardon to your sister, young woman, but you shall not lack my warm intercession with his majesty. And now, my Lord Duke, our business is ended for the present. Come, Lady Suffolk. Commend us to your lady, my Lord Argyll.
Your humble servant, ma'am.
There, Jeanie. Your case is in the king's hands.
Your grace, I warrant she were a grand lady, but is she high up enough at the court to reach the king?
What?
Oh, she was dressed so plain. I didn't think she can be too close to the court.
What, lass? You don't know who the plain-dressed lady was?
Nay, your grace.
Jeanie? That was Her Majesty Queen Caroline of England.
Oh, is it so? I misdoubted if it were the Queen when I saw that your honour didn't put on your hat. In Scotland, nae man would dare speak with your laird without his bonnet on his head.
It's come, Ginny. The King's Council has met and acted.
A pardon, Your Grace. A pardon for Effie. Oh, God be thanked.
You'll ride to Scotland my own coach, Ginny, and with Mr. Archibald and the King's messenger.
But will the pardon get to Edinburgh in time? The magistrates will now want to cheat the folk of their great sport. 'Tis an Elker day they hang a poor lassie the Grass Square market.
Aye, there isn't much time, but if horses will do it, Effie's life is her own once more. But I've ordered the coach now. Bundle up your things, Ginny, and awa.
Oh, I hae nothing but my own clothes, Your Grace. I'll be ready to gang out at once.
Cheer up, Jeanie lass. Don't frown so, it ill becomes a pretty girl.
And then I gang faster, Mr. Archibald.
There are no horses faster than the Duke of Argyle's, Jeanie. Dinna fuss yourself, lass. They'll beat the hangman, sure. What is it now? Open the gates.
Hold up those horses.
What is this? Open up.
Nay, you can't gang in the gates of Edinburgh after the curfew.
You see my sword, man? You will open those gates or be skewered like a herring smoked for the winter. Now open.
No, Effie, lass. Up on your feet.
Oh, no. No. It cannot be time. You cannot hang me this day. It is no time.
Peace, lassie, peace. You ain't nae dancing party with the devil this day. Here came for to see ye.
Effie, lass.
Oh, Jane.
I had the pardon I had given it to the prison governor. You're free, Effie. A free lass with full pardon from the king.
Oh, no. It cannot be so.
No, a sane man ought to see the light of that. Yank frae the halter of the hangman and she grieving like a hungry cow with a winter time.
Oh, Ginny, it's true. It's true. I may have to die.
Aye, lass. I talked with the Queen face to face and she weren't muckle different for ye and I.
Well, lass, are you so fond of yourself that you want to spit another nick in it? I hae the warrant to free ye. Come along, the no. Out of the shudder of the gibbet.
Oh, Ginny. Where will I gang the no? I ain't nae hame no refuge.
You canna go home with Father. He'll ne'er speak more to you, lass. But come along, I hae no doubt that Reuben Butler will give ye a place to his mother's cot.
Ah, how are we, boy? Gang awa hame, lass. And God bless ye.
Effie, where are you, lass?
Around the cow? Oh, here, stand still, boss. I hae nae seen sic a contrary beastie as Reuben's cow.
I come to you with the good news first, lass.
You hae nae need to tell me. You gang to be wed with Reuben.
Oh, aye. How did you ken that?
I hae still een in me head, lass.
But that's nae what I come to tell you. You're to gang down straight away to the shore of the Firth.
What?
Now, didn't ask me questions, lass. I swore not to tell you aught, but gang off straight away.
Oh, I'm a milk boss before I stir away.
Lass, I'll finish your milk and be off to the Firth.
Effie!
Oh, Geordie, me darling, me ain darling.
Effie, girl, I would have come along before, but I lay sick of the brain fever and I couldn't stir from the house.
Oh, but the Bailey soldiers, they'll catch ye.
Oh, no fear, I'm no more the outlaw. My father has secured a pardon for me. The old baronet would not see his only heir dance away life on the gallows.
Your father a laird? Oh, but isn't your name Robertson? Or so they told me of the prison.
No less. I have another name which I dared not soil in my wild days. Staunton. That's my own true name. And it will be yours.
I should nae gang with you, for you were the partner of my sin, but...
Oh, but I love ye, Geordie. I love ye for aye.
Then come away, for there's a boat down at the quay. Come away, Effie, and you'll come no more to Scotland.
Nae mair to Scotland, to Edinburgh, nae mair to Talbot prison. Oh, Geordie, let us gang quick for now. Geordie, me darling.
You have been listening to The Heart of Midlothian, an NBC University Theater production of the Walter Scott novel starring Maureen O'Sullivan as Jeannie Deans. Next week at the same time, we will bring you another classic of Anglo-American literature, Tales of Edgar Allan Poe. The Heart of Midlothian was adapted for radio by Frederick Schlicht and Ernest Kenoy. Our intermission commentator was Amy Loveman. Starred as Jeannie Deans was Miss Maureen O'Sullivan. Our cast included Ina Ronsley as Effie Deans, Philip Friend as Geordie Robertson, Raymond Lawrence as David Deans, the father, Whitfield Connor as the Bailey, Ben Wright as Reuben Butler, George Pembroke as the jailer, Paul McVeigh as State Counsel, Pat Ahern as Counsel for the Defense, Alec Harford as the Innkeeper, Donald Morrison as Tyburn Tom, Norma Varden as Mother Blood, Ramsay Hill as the Duke of Argyll, Doris Lloyd as the Queen. Your announcer, Don Stanley. The original musical score was composed and conducted by Dr. Albert Harris. The director of the NBC University Theater is Andrew C. Love. Next week, be with us again for the NBC University Theater dramatization of Tales of Edgar Allan Poe, starring Joseph Schildkraut. The NBC University Theater production of The Heart of Midlothian by Sir Walter Scott came to you from Hollywood's Radio City. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.